And I will ask now Ms. Aspioti to come and talk to us about a very interesting small research that they've done here with the SONETOR project. Thank you.
The core idea of this presentation is how we can organize official education for cultural mediators that could lead to certification and recognition of their professional rights. To that end, we have carried out the research on the national experience of other countries to that direction, and we have come up with some important information. The role of cultural mediator has not yet obtained any recognition or legitimization, neither in Greece nor in many other European countries. And, in fact, the discussion in Europe on cultural mediation dates back to 80s and with reference on official documents on 1990, as some reports and other data show. Since 2000, there have been various pilot projects and researches on mediation that have been launched and co-funded by the European Union, as well as actions promoting cultural mediation, training and employment of trained cultural mediators in the field of health, family law and housing in particular in some EU member states, including Greece. SONETOR, you have all day today to learn what it is about. I would only add here that among others has elaborated among others the detailed comparative user needs analysis for which Mr. Kameas talked earlier, and from this analysis has resulted a draft job profile for the national moderators. The thing is that the most important thing is to define the knowledge, skills and competencies and to do something about this. I mean, how we can promote education programs to enhance these knowledge, skills and competencies. To guarantee stability and efficiency of the cultural mediator, a legal framework is needed to recognize and estimate the role with registered professional rights. That is something that all countries agree to. According to the report of the International Social Service in Berlin, based on a survey about mediation-related process carried out in 9 countries worldwide, there is no general agreed definition of the word mediation worldwide. So that means that, first of all, we have to agree what we mean when referred to mediation. Only European countries and South Africa seem to have a related, consistent and well-defined understanding of mediation compared to the other countries participating in the survey. The same report suggests there should be established a united recognized certificate for mediators in Europe. Greece, which is one of the countries in Europe that have shifted from a traditional immigrant country to a host country for migrant flows, which are incoming in significant numbers during the last decades. So nowadays cultural mediation in Greece has become more essential than ever before. And of course cultural mediation is the key element to the smooth integration of migrants in the host society. Therefore it's absolutely necessary for cultural mediators and stakeholders to provide their services in conform to common standards and professional ethics. Literature overview and experience from SONETOR have provided us with valuable conclusions regarding mediation in general and cultural mediation in particular, because through this research and literature overview, we have found out that in many countries the main notion, the main idea of mediation, the main thing is mediation. The cultural mediation is something else, that it is integrated in the sense of mediation. There are many organizations or enterprises abroad that offer mediation, and within their spectrum of services they define mediation in family issues, mediation education. So cultural mediation as such term is nowhere to find. It's nowhere to refer to as cultural mediation. So these conclusions have inspired us to proceed with a survey on cultural mediators training process in Greece. To that end, we made out a questionnaire divided into thematic sections in order to support our research. Here are references from the information I had gathered previously. So major research questions that was to create the aforementioned questionnaire were on what education programs are offered for cultural mediation in Greece? Is the profile of cultural mediators in Greece in conform to the draft job profile set by SONETOR? Are cultural mediators in Greece trained and qualified? What sector do cultural mediators usually offer their services in Greece? Is there any certification on cultural mediation? Are migrants informed on their right to ask for cultural mediation services? What is the public opinion on cultural mediation? What are the weaknesses of cultural mediation, education and training in Greece? What can we learn from the European and international experience? How important is to have qualified and specifically trained cultural mediators? And how can we mobilize decision and policy makers to launch a legal framework for cultural mediation? The results of our survey are to be used in a primary research, the education of cultural mediator in Europe and in Greece. The aim of this research is to show the necessity cultural mediators be trained by a multidisciplinary curricula and the need to have the role of cultural mediator be registered with professional rights. Our material is of course a questionnaire of 65 questions we have created and which is divided into 10 sections. Has some questions in general on cultural mediation, personal information regarding the academic background, the occupational field, some other information on the cultural mediator who participates in the survey, public opinion, cultural mediation at work, education on cultural mediation, public opinion and the role of cultural mediator, migrants and cultural mediators, where there are some questions asking about the perception of the migrants towards cultural mediators, certifications, cultural mediation and IT technology, cultural mediation abroad, and at the end there are 3 questions as a poll on the population intentions. He would like very quickly to show some do we have some? Okay. The original, just a note, the original research has been carried out on SurveyMonkey tool. Therefore, the resulting graphs have been exported in Greek because it was in Greek. And to your convenience, I will translate them on the spot for your understanding. So here we have how necessary is cultural mediation in Greece. And with orange we can see very much. In blue it's very, and then it's medium, a little, a few, yes, and I don't know, I don't answer. How important is the registration of the professional rights of the cultural mediator? And here again we have very much, very medium, a little better. Okay. Okay, yes. Are you a degree, a university degree holder? The orange is the orange part is yes. So all a great number of our of the people who replied. Now, if what is the field of your basic university degree? As you can see, most of them were on education and on social science. Now, what is your professional activities? Again, we can see most of these people are educators, are on the education field, and many of them are social scientists, and the green one is researchers, and the blue one are civil servants on public services, and the purple one are employers in the private sector, and the orange one are translators and interpreters. Okay, very quickly, if what way are you activating as cultural mediator, and the above purple is what I was saying previously, independently and not within a certain framework, legal framework. I mean, not as an employer somewhere. It is a reply to what you have asked before. What are the sectors, the fields that you are offering rhetoric services, cultural mediators? The blue one is education, and the other are health, housing, legal, social, consulting, and supporting structures. If you are a holder of a cultural mediator certificate, and the blue one is no, if an organization where you work is where you offer your services has a bureau, cultural mediation bureau, and the blue one is no. And for those who have replied to the previous question, yes, that it has a cultural mediation bureau, the organization they work. If the cultural mediators that work there, what are they? Are they volunteers, which is the purple one? Are they self-occupied, which is the blue one? Or are they contracted with those programs we discussed earlier, which is the orange one? So we can see that are mostly volunteers. And here we have the background, I mean, in what posts do they offer their services? Interpreters, psychologists, social workers, lawyers, etc. The green one is I don't know, I don't answer. Here again, it has to do if they are educated, if they are trained, the cultural mediators in the organization you work. So the large one, the orange is I don't know, I don't answer, and the purple one are not trained. They are not trained. And the orange, the above, it's trained. This is about the public opinion. If public opinion is informed about the role of the cultural mediator and its contribution to the integration of migrants in the hosting society, the purple one is medium, the orange one is a little, and the green one is not at all. Here we have, what do you think of the linkage between okay. I will stop there. It's the linkage of the cultural mediators and the labor market, and as you can see, it's non-existent. Okay, there are some. May I continue? Okay, if the migrant feels safer when a cultural mediator is present at his communications with public services, and as you can see here, we have the peak at very much. And if the migrant is informed about the services of cultural mediation offered in various organizations and public services, and the green one is not at all, so he's not informed, or is orange, a little, or medium purple. And if there is an organization for the certification of the professional qualifications of the CM, I don't know, I don't answer. It's the purple and blue is no. And if you believe that certification is important for has to be obligatory for the cultural mediator to offer services, and the orange is yes. There are some. There are a few, not many. If you like me, whatever you say. Μπορώ να δω το μικρό, όχι. They have to, I think they are 5 about. Okay. Yes. Okay, I will go very fast. Okay. Concluding, since cultural mediation is a major topic in the political agendas in Europe, as it is related to all aspects of society functioning, there is a vast area that still need to be researched in the future. Thank you, and of course, yes, and of course, I would like to thank. Concluding, I would like to thank very much our core users, our end users, and all our the other project partners whom with I have collaborated very closely, and that's all. Thank you very much.